Have you ever wondered what you'd buy if you had, well, all the money in the world? Today, we're going to journey to places hidden way beyond the usual maps. Islands owned not by countries, but by individuals. These are the world's sovereign sands, and they represent a whole new frontier of power.
And this quote, it just nails it. We're not just talking about pricey real estate here. We're talking about a level of exclusivity so intense, it's almost in its own dimension. A place where just getting through the door is the real measure of power.
You see, in this new age of wealth, the game is totally changed. The ultimate asset isn't a skyscraper or a stock portfolio anymore. Nope, it's something way more fundamental. It's the power to literally create your own reality.
And that's a huge shift, right? Think about it. As our lives get more and more exposed online and the world feels more crowded, these islands have become the ultimate symbols of freedom, of autonomy, and yeah, of absolute control. They're basically modern-day kingdoms. Okay, so let's get into it. We're about to count down the 5 most expensive private islands on the entire planet. Places where value isn't just measured in dollars, but in secrecy, in legacy, and in pure unfiltered influence.
Kicking off our list at number 5 is La Cala Island, right in the heart of the South Pacific. This was once the private paradise of Red Bull co-founder Dietrich Mateschitz, and let me tell you, this is an island that doesn't just host you, it kind of absorbs you into its own self-contained world.
And that world has a price tag of an estimated $1.2 billion. I mean, that is a staggering number, and it gets you over 3,500 acres of untouched jungle, volcanic mountains, and some of the most pristine coral reefs you could ever imagine.
But here's the real kicker. La Cala's value isn't just its insane beauty. It's the fact that it's completely self-sufficient. Power, water, food, all of it is generated right there, totally independent from the rest of the world. It's not just a vacation spot, it's basically a blueprint for survival.
All right, coming in at number 4, we've got Musha Cay in the Bahamas. Now, this place is owned by the master illusionist David Copperfield, so you can probably guess that the philosophy of control here takes a very different, almost magical turn. So, what's the price for this meticulously crafted fantasy land? A cool $1.5 billion. That's a pretty big jump from number 5, and for a good reason. When you go here, you don't just arrive, you kind of disappear into a perfectly staged illusion. And this just says it all. You've got secret beaches that appear out of nowhere, hidden dining caves, sandbars that literally vanish with the tide. It all feels like magic. But behind the scenes, there's this serious infrastructure, airstrips, underground systems, all of it designed to make the security and privacy feel completely invisible.
At number 3, we have an island that's so much more than just a piece of land. It's a global brand. We're talking about the iconic Necker Island, owned by Sir Richard Branson. This place is a symbol recognized all over the world.
Today, it's valued at around $1.7 billion, which is just an incredible transformation when you think about the pretty modest sum Branson paid for it decades ago. This isn't just an asset, it's a testament to his vision.
Because you see, Necker's real value is historical. World leaders have walked on these beaches. Tech titans have made decisions here that literally changed the world we live in. It went from being just an isolated chunk of land to a center of global influence.
Okay, so now we're going to pivot. We're moving beyond even the most incredible luxury and into a totally different class of asset. We're talking about islands that represent pure strategic power.
So at number 2 is a place most people don't even know exists. It's just off the coast of Cannes in the Mediterranean, Ile del Ronde. This is not a tropical fantasy. It's quiet, it's controlled, and it's very, very European.
And whoa, look at that jump in value, $2.2 billion. A number like that tells you we're dealing with something way more than just a beautiful spot. There are no resorts, no press, no guests, just one family.
So what makes it worth that much? It's the fact that it gives its owners sovereign-level privacy in one of the most regulated and watched parts of the world. In a place where every inch of coastline is accounted for, owning an entire island minutes from Monaco, well, that's not luxury. That is silent, strategic dominance.
And this comparison sets up our final island perfectly. You've got Ronde Island, which is all about discreet, hidden power. But our number 1 spot? Well, that embodies a completely different mission. Not just to hide from the world, but to remake it. And here it is, the most expensive, the most ambitious, and the most powerful private island on the planet, Lanai in Hawaii, almost entirely owned by the tech billionaire Larry Ellison.
And you have to understand this one key thing about this purchase. It was never about getting away from it all.
He bought control. Total, absolute control on a scale that is honestly hard to wrap your head around. Lanai isn't just a private island. At over 140 square miles, it's a private world.
The valuation starts at $3 billion, and believe me, that plus sign is doing a lot of heavy lifting. That's a floor, not a ceiling, for an asset that includes towns, infrastructure, and an entire population of people.
So what do you do with that kind of control? Well, this is what it looks like. He's turned the island into a living laboratory. Water systems are being redesigned from scratch. Agriculture is being completely reimagined. This isn't wealth just chasing luxury. This is wealth trying to shape the future of civilization itself.
You know, when you really think about it, these islands aren't just places. They're answers to a profound question that very, very few people on Earth could ever afford to even ask. They really make you wonder about the ultimate limits of wealth, power, and what it truly means to build a world all your own.